Hi, welcome to Think Human. I'm Chris, and in this video I want to talk about the epidemic of mediocre movies. And this is something I noticed over the last few years, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this. Looking at the movies in cinemas or movies online or even TV shows that come out, no doubt there are some great things out there, but it seems like the quality is getting lower and lower and the standards are getting lower and lower. By looking at movies where I just wonder what happened when they're so predictable, when literally, I kid you not, when you look at the first 5 minutes of the movie and you know exactly what style of movie it will be, you know how it will end, you know what the point of the story will be, and you know that you're getting nothing new or intellectually stimulating from it. It's like the same thing that you've seen literally 100 times before, and I wonder what happened. What is it? Is it that some kind of writers get to write these movies because they have some connections or friends in high places? Do they have rich parents and somehow get into position to write movies and they really don't know how to write movies, but they're still given the chance for whatever reasons? Or is it actually that these big movie companies make some kind of trials and have test audiences and then think for a while and then come to a conclusion, well, the audience isn't smart enough, we really don't want the plot twist there, and we don't really want to make them think too hard. Let's just do the things that we've done 5,000 times before, and that will be perfectly fine. People don't need new and interesting ideas. We can keep doing the same thing over and over and over again that we have been doing for years and years. That, I think, is a sick mentality, and in part I think it's the people's fault. I don't do this. I stopped going into movies for like many years. I don't go now, I just download my stuff. But it's like people keep seeing these movies, people get fooled by the trailers. Like, by now we should know that movie trailers are not accurate representation of what the actual movie will be like. So people look at these trailers, oh, flashy, cool, interesting, but quite often, many times actually, the trailers are designed to mislead people, to make you think that the story is actually different, that something happens in the movie that actually doesn't happen, to give you more action scenes, to think it's more exciting, or whatever audiences they want. They have this one movie and they make few different trailers. They make trailers for the female audience, they make trailers for the male audience, they make trailers for the children audience. For the females they put some, male characters without t-shirts on and make the women think like the whole movie is just guys without shirts, like doing something or whatever. And then for the guys, they make it seem like, oh, action, it's only action in this movie. And for children, they put some silly jokes in there. Oh, the whole movie is like children movie, but actually the whole movie put together, it's only like 1, 2, 3 scenes for each of these audiences. There's nothing there. There's nothing of substance in these new movies, and that is what drives me mad. Like, why? So much potential wasted when you have movies that's budgets are millions and millions of US dollars and the outcome is crap. I kid you not, so many times I have looked at these movies and I come up with this idea, how the movie could be so much better. Why do they waste so much money? Is it really that they think people are too stupid? I know that there is an appetite for something more, yet that is not being provided, and I keep wondering how that is and how these people end up in these kind of movie projects where they don't know what they're doing. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I think over 90% of movies right now are total crap. They're not interesting. They provide no substance. They're worse than fast food. They have no nutrients in them. They have nothing to get you thinking about. You don't see those movies and you don't walk out of them thinking, wow. It doesn't linger in your head. It doesn't even provide you an atmosphere. It's nothing that later at night you think back to. Damn, that thing really made me think. No, you watch the movie and 10 minutes later you're already doing some other thing. You forgot about it. You don't care. It's gone and gone. It's a zero-sum game. It gives nothing to you. And I think that is messed up because it's such a waste, because in actuality movies could be so much better, and it's a wonderful medium, and I have and you have seen movies that are so perfectly well made that really make you think about reality, what it means to be human, relationships, life problems, whatever it might be, or really funny movies or action movies or movies about the future or the past or whatever it might be, really well done movies. But why is the quality dropping so much? And I think that's the problem. Movie trailers. Yeah, that's the issue. Because people still get bought into this idea like, oh yeah, that looks good so many times, even in recent times. I've talked to a few people who go to cinemas or whatever and then ask, what are you gonna see? And they're like, I'm gonna see this. Why? Because the trailer looked cool, looked exciting. And I'm like, no, damn. Like, that's how they get you. And as long as people keep pumping money into these movies, those movies will not go away. The movies will keep getting more mediocre, if that's possible, and more mediocre. They have cool special effects, they have high budgets and cool set scenes, but they have no substance in them, which is the most important in a movie. I'd rather watch a movie with $200 budget that has something in it, some kind of soul, and director and writers and actors who actually wanted to do the project and wanted to give something to people, than a 20, 30, 40 million US dollar movie that has nothing in it. Like, it's absurd. And as long as people keep giving money to these kind of projects, these projects will keep on coming, and people will keep getting disappointed, and then wonder why are the movies so shit. It's because you keep going to see them. Like, stop it. Yeah, it's the same thing with games industry. It's people get really hyped up about new games. The trailers are really cool, fun and exciting, and the presentation are all flashy. Like, this is a never before seen world. You can do anything you want in there, and people eat that shit up. And then they later get disappointed when the real game is broken. They overpromised, and it doesn't really have what it's supposed to have. But people still keep buying these games and pre-ordering and getting excited and hyped up about it. I think that is what people should stop doing. Like, if the game is out, like, wait, have some patience, don't get fooled by this kind of trickery, because that is marketing in today's world. This is also what I wanted to make a video about. In today's world, what we lack is sincerity and honesty. We lack that fundamental quality. So people constantly keep getting tricked into things and later being disappointed, and it's a never-ending cycle, it seems. Only way to stop it is to stop giving attention and to stop giving money to these projects that you know do not deliver what you really want them to deliver. And some people is fine, and some people like mediocre movies, and that's perfect. And go see them. There's so many movies out there for people who like mediocre movies. But for people who want something more, it will not happen unless we show that we want something more. If there is a unique movie, unique and different movies usually don't get as much revenue from people, because people, it's something new and something different. People don't know what to expect. But I think more and more we should encourage things that are different and new. Like, this is what we want. Even if the movie is not the best movie, it's something different. It's an attempt. There was this interesting story, the Transformers franchise. How many episodes they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like something like that. It's absurd, and every movie is exactly the same. And then they had a great idea, actually. They had an idea. Let's make a movie only about the yellow character, Bumblebee, yeah, the yellow card type character. And they made a movie only about this kind of thing. And the thing, the movie was funny, it was interesting and emotional, kind of, better than the average Transformer movie. But since it didn't get so much revenue from people going there, the studio was like, oh, people don't want this new stop, we don't try anything different, let's go to the next Transformer. They need more action, they need more explosions and stuff like that. Forget about the emotional stuff and the meaning and all of that, relationships. No, that's stupid. Let's get more action and explosions. And I think that is a tragedy, and sad to see that how these things go. It's so crazy. I guess at the end of the day, it is all money, and if they keep getting money for this kind of garbage, then they will keep doing it. That's really simple equation. So this is just my rant about mediocrity of movies today. Oh, when I was young, the movies were better. Ha ha ha. So I hope you got some interesting ideas from this. If you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.